A question people like to ask me is, Jeff, what's your favorite deck to play so far this season? And so far, I haven't had a really good answer. There's been a ton of fun stuff. But with today's deck featuring Swanna, I finally have my answer to that question. It is everything I enjoy doing in games like this, bobbing and weaving with free retreat costs and being absolutely clever and tricky with where your energy is going to end up at turn to turn, gives you so many smart and fun choices to make over the course of the game. Mewtwo EX as well as Tauros both felt phenomenal getting energy ahead of time with Pichu, and Swanna setting up its 60 points of damage to start and then moving energy onto something like Tauros allows us to clear out a lot of EX Pokemon really efficiently. We're playing 2 copies of Leaf just in case either our finishers end up in our starting spot, letting us pivot into things like Swanna or Pichu to get those online. And then we've got a spread of Giovanni, Sabrina, and Cyrus to give us utility in different spots and clutch games out where our opponents otherwise feel pretty safe. This deck list also gets to leverage the baby Pokemon with Mewtwo when going first for a super clean lead on Pichu, get that lightning energy on Mewtwo, and then crack for 50 on the second turn of the game to let you get aggressive ASAP. You're going to see a huge range of ways that this deck can win in these highlight games. If you enjoy them, smash the button. If you want to make sure you don't miss any other sweet off-meta deck lists being tested in Master Ball like this one, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for the rest of the day. Have fun with this one. I'm just looking for mostly basic Pokemon, right? So we're gonna research before we Pokeball here. Freaking yikes! Oof. Oof! My hand's pretty bad. Yeah, with the research to boot here as well. Looks lovely. And the heads here means if we don't find Swanna, the Darkrai trigger KOs us, which would not be great. So good. And again, looking for basic Pokemon, so gonna research. If I hadn't drawn the Swanna here, I would ball and then research. But because I hit the Swanna, I really wanted to maximize my chance of finding Mewtwo. Or Tauros, one of the two. Finish this thing with a Psy Sphere and then Psy Drive to clear the Darkrai. Looking pretty good for our hero gamers. Opponent contemplating which of their life decisions have led them to this point. The answer, opponent, is playing Mars. Mars led you to this point. I'm putting the Pichu out because Pichu means that they can't tempo Sabrina us into not side driving them next turn. Do you have a cape, or are we done here? I guess they could have a non-EX basic they could retreat into, but then they don't have any energy and they die. Hey, friend. Dedicate that one to their Mars, both for not being a cape and for fixing our bad hand. Wouldn't have been possible without them. But I was gonna have to work on their Swanna Mewtwo matchup. This is another game where, because we have this Swanna in my opener, I'm actually just looking to flood the board with basics, so I'm going to research before we play either of these two Pokeballs, because if I find 3 basics, I'd be pretty happy with that. We'd like a duck, maybe even 2 ducks, and a Mewtwo. I want to maximize my shot of having Mewtwo next turn. I loved playing Duck Duck Mewtwo as a kid. Me too. Me too. This is probably not a matchup where Toro says text. Hey, look, Duck Duck Mewtwo, just like we drew it up. Give ourselves some options for next turn. Just wanted the good clean 60 to put Riolu in a box. There he goes. Thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. You gonna punch my baby? That'd be pretty rude. Keeps annoying. It means I can't, clear with Swanna. So we can still clear with Mewtwo, though, with the Giovanni. Plus weakness. Just means I'm not set up to side drive. slide this out. They have Candy Rampardos. I'm a little bit sad. Oh, Candy Rampardos actually wins the game on the spot with Lucario, yeah. That's fine. I think this is the line either way. What about Head? All right, gonna be dead to Cyrus. You're one turn late, Leaf. You're one card late. Would have loved to have kept that energy on there. Where am I putting the Feathery Cycle energy? Assume they don't have Cyrus. We can't beat it. So let's think through what our non-Cyrus games look like. I think it's on to the second Swanna, yeah? Like, assume they, like, Rampardos or whatever and clear the Swanna, and then the second Swanna clears the Rampardos. Feathery Cyclone is definitely the type of effect I really enjoy playing personally, because that's such a feel smart type thing. So many good choices. Yeah, Swanna into Swanna, and there's like never risking your energy. It's kind of sweet for sure. I am also a sucker for a free retreat cost Pokemon. I agree. A lot of bobbing and weaving. And then next turn, if they don't knock this out, I retreat, I hit them, I put an energy on here. I put the energies over to here, and then we're ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, we're still gonna be dead to a Cyrus, but we're good otherwise. They didn't have it last turn. Because this is ready to side drive now because of the Feathery Cyclone. Sweet game either way. Feel like we had a ton of fun choices. Yep, got him. Float like a Swanna, sting like a Tauros, something like that. Definitely not a Tauros matchup. It was nice of him to stay buried in our deck. Can I get a Pichu? I can. Lovely. Can I get a duck? Pichu and Mewtwo is still okay, but duck would be better. Best we can do is second Mewtwo, yep. The old crackly toss here. No, come on, 40% to be a duck. I think I want to Tauros them. Do I, or is it just Swanna would have been perfect? I think Tauros is fine. They go second energy. I switch in Tauros at them for 120. They go third energy. Yeah, Tauros is still fine. No, Tauros kills this before it attacks. And then even if they deal with this, it's only 1 point. I can build Mewtwo in the back. Oh no, not red card, please, don't, stop. Come back. I don't think there's any reason to research, right? Not really looking for anything. Okay. Maybe if I'm expecting them to retreat, I should have researched digging for a Cyrus last turn. Alrighty then. Oh, you know what? I should have put the cape on the Tauros, probably, right? I was thinking I wanted Mewtwo to live through a Darkrai chip shot plus a Tina hit, but having this live through two Darkrai shots is better. Got me. I should be fine either way, though, yeah? Yeah, Mewtwo should close here, no problem. We'll put the Pichu up after they chip shot this. Even Cape doesn't save them because I have Geo in hand, yeah? Alright. You have the Cape to go with it? You do not. Cool. This deck is so sweet. You've had some good Swanna and now a good Tauros game too. This is just the best Pokemon Pocket expansion they've ever released. Like, it's hard to put into words how good so many of the designs on these cards are. They might not actually be here still, right? So there's a chance. May or may not want Tauros. We'll see. Or are they back? It doesn't say waiting anymore. They're back. Cool. I was just thinking I wanted a copy of Leaf to retreat this for free, but that's what Swanna does, right? Is like a built-in copy? And then how about we crackly toss onto Swanna here? Oh, I can't crackly toss onto Swanna. I knew that somewhere in my heart of hearts. We just hope they don't have the cape. I wanted to toss onto this. So I guess, was I supposed to put the energy on here then? Maybe I was supposed to put the psychic on here then, actually. So I could hit with Swanna next turn. Because now if they have cape, the Mewtwo doesn't kill it. That's close. Would be worse against Cyrus. It's not a cape. The one copy of Geo has been insane. It's been very, very good for our breakpoints. So they always go up into Tyrone first here because the free retreat cost lets them draw their card before they decide where they want to be. If they have another Lucario plus a copy of Red or Giovanni, they could get us here with 3 draws and our own copy of Cape. Nice. Have it all. Are there non-EXs we're worried about breakpoints on? Wondering if Red is better than Tauros to one-shot evolutions without capes. So, Giovanni lets your Mewtwo hit for 60, which can knock out basics when you're going first with a Pichu. I think makes the Giovanni good. Do I hold Tauros because they're a fighting deck? I think I might. Although Cleffa means I might want this Tauros, we'll see. Most of the fighting decks right now aren't playing EXs, which means Tauros has kind of diminished returns. All right, we got a range. Oh, do you think they're Cleffa fossils? Wonder if they're Cleffa fossils. Correctly toss onto the ducklet just in case we find this one. Now we Tauros? No, now we charge Mewtwo and threaten a side drive. And then with the Sabrina here, we should hopefully be good to go, yeah? Scarf just returns arrow, yeah? Oh, it returns both? Really? Huh. The more you know. I mean, they're still going to be cooked to the Sabrina. Barely, they're just cooked even without it. Cluff on Cluff. Our Pichu powering up Mewtwo is no joke, gamers. Ducklet is. They play both typically, Chocolate Rain. And to put the cape on Mewtwo to discourage them from red carding me. Also gets it to 170, which is a breakpoint against Celebi that's relevant. Gosh, it's been a long time since I, fighting tackled a Tauros into a Celebi. Although maybe that's worse than just Mewtwoing them. It's probably worse than just Mewtwoing them. Mewtwo's guaranteed. One-shots him. I did like a 2-hour sponsored thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel at one point, like a year ago, but no, I never really tried that game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players seem to be the one group of gamers that hate their game more than Magic the Gathering players hate Magic the Gathering, so... Hey, I represent that remark. That one energy I put on Tauros was pretty wrong. It's fine. We should, with the Giovanni, we should have enough time, but we'd be able to threaten the side drive. We'd be able to side drive with the Geo next turn. Just selling me things, really. It's been a while, but the onion remains the same as ever. Typical Celebi. And if they don't have healing, Cyrus chases it down, so. I think they're gonna KO the duck this time. Do you have an Erica or a potion? What's the plan? What's the plan here? Run away! Run away! Okay, you still need a potion and not be cooked to the Cyrus.